Hey, I'm Nate Wall. I'm the winemaker here at Troon Vineyard, and I wanted to talk to you about our 2019 Carbonic Maceration Grenache. The first question I should probably answer is, what is carbonic maceration? So this is a winemaking technique that's employed largely in the Beaujolais region of France. In particular, Beaujolais Nouveau, a wine that's released the third Thursday of November every year, is a Gamay Noir that has extensively been made using carbonic maceration. But what the process entails is we take the grapes, in this case it was 100% whole cluster, they were not destemmed in any way, and we put them into a stainless steel tank. We add some dry ice at the same time to basically fill the tank up with carbon dioxide. And then we drop the lid on it and seal it up. And so, and then we don't touch it for 2 weeks. It was actually about 12 days for us. And basically what's happening then during that time is, in the absence of oxygen, the yeasts do not start fermentation yet. And what you get is a intracellular, inside the grape, conversion of sugar into alcohol with enzymatically, chemically, without not being mitigated by yeasts. And what that does is basically the fermentation's occurring inside the berry, so you're not getting contact with the skin during this time. And so it's basically leads to a fruitier wine with a little less of the tannin, which would be coming from the skin of that grape. And it's an earlier releasable wine because those tannins have not been extracted in the same way as during a more regular fermentation. Then you don't need as much time, aging time, to make that wine approachable. So that's how this 2019 Grenache was produced. The grapes for this Grenache actually came from our neighboring vineyard of Cowhorn Vineyard. It's just down the road from us here in the Applegate Valley, Southern Oregon. And Cowhorn Vineyard is and always has been organic and biodynamic certified. And so this wine here actually has the Demeter logo on it. Demeter is for the biodynamic certification. So our winery at Troon is fully biodynamic and organic certified. As of 2020, all of the grapes grown in our Troon Estate vineyard is also organic and biodynamic certified. But in 2019, since we were using the organic biodynamic grapes purchased from Cowhorn, this wine is fully biodynamic certified as well. In terms of tasting those, this wine's 11% alcohol. So a real nice level to, if you wanted to drink the whole bottle, that wouldn't be completely out of the question. So in terms of aromatics, so what carbonic maceration does is it really leads to this overt fruitiness, and that's definitely something you can smell right away on the nose. You just kind of get this hit of fruity red fruit, cherries and strawberries, just really pleasant. But it's not like tutti fruity. Because we did use 100% whole cluster, the stems, all the grape stems kind of balance out that overt fruitiness, kind of leads to more balance there. It also brings in like a slight herbal character in a good way. It kind of adds more depth to what can be in Beaujolais Nouveau, for example. Those can be kind of one-dimensional wines. This wine has more depth to it from the 100% whole cluster. Yeah. So on the palate, you'll actually notice a very slight effervescence. This was bottled unfined, unfiltered. So after it was fermented, as I mentioned, in stainless steel. What I didn't mention is actually we started with carbonic maceration, and then once after those 12 days had passed, we popped the lid open, did pigeage, foot treading to kind of break up the juice, get some juice at the bottom so it could start fermenting. And then it finished out that fermentation in regular alcoholic fermentation. So this is a combination of partial carbonic maceration and then fermentation. But there is some slight effervescence because the initial carbonic fermentation and the following alcoholic fermentation occurred inside stainless steel, and then we pressed it. It settled in a stainless steel tank, and then right before bottling, we racked it just once, and with no fining or filtration, it did still keep a little bit of the carbon dioxide from fermentation. So there's just a slight tingle you'll notice from that dissolved CO2. It also has really great acidity. It's nice, and you get like a real nice tanginess to the fruit character. In terms of fruit, you get like pomegranate, cranberry. It has nice kind of like grippy tannins. And it's not too intense. The finish is really nice and long. You'll keep tasting it. There's the fruit comes out. And also like a nice kind of earthiness, like a forest floor kind of character that again kind of balances out that fruitiness really nicely. So this is the 2019 carbonic maceration Grenache, and I hope you get the chance to try this soon. Thank you.